Welcome to another episode of the Sorta Okay show about horses with Buck and Kyle, just in case you were confused as to which was which. Buck was worried that I was going to maybe knock him over out of his chair, so he showed up all ready to go.
My whip's international whip. Keep him in line. I know I'm supposed to talk louder, so hopefully I'm talking louder today.
Yeah, we're loving the fan mail we're getting, especially when it's ragging on him not actually doing his job correctly and not focusing on the camera. You see, look at me, eye contact.
I think he talks too loud, that's why I sound so quiet. But anyway, we are listening. Thank you for your feedback, and I will do better.
He'll try.
My horses ride bicycles, by the way, now.
Yeah, we got a lot of good comment on that. No, I've been working on the swimming end of it.
Oh, there you go.
The equine triathlon, because we won't have to explain anything with that name. Go FBI. So we are here at Rocking Horse, beautiful Florida. Another day in the week being at Rocking Horse. It's a great show. The footing is actually quite good this year. I think they've done a great job keeping horses off of it, and they've added a warm-up for the show jumping, which it was been so necessary, and we've been on them for quite a while, and thank God. Good work, guys. I know it was like 80 grand to put that in, but I mean, it makes all the difference. You got 600 entries, you're going to get more and more, and it's they're just doing a really good job here, giving us another good venue to go to in Florida.
Exactly. We're lucky to be here, and what a beautiful day, beautiful weekend, and
ugly co-host.
I just finished my preliminary ride, so dressed like I just finished cross country. So anyway, should we get on to Red Hills and who's going to win? So
we're doing another competition with Red Hills coming up, and this one we're doing a little different format. We're going to pick a rider from each division, the 1-star, the 2-star, and the 3-star, so only FEI divisions. And then we're going to pick one floater from any division, and the cumulative score, the top 3 scores, will count towards the team, just like the Olympic format, the old Olympic format. In case they change it, we're going to have to change our show completely around. So,
but I'll win because I got mine already ride bicycles.
Exactly.
So,
yes.
We're in good shape.
Certainly, we'll at least be able to do the circus stuff. And so we went through the entries a little bit, and it looked it looked quite promising. It's quite a good division. Red Hills is a great show, and they do a great job there. And it's the first, let's say, real big one where everybody kind of shows up and really goes for it, I think. And it looked like it did look like it got a ton of entries, and they've got a bunch of very, very good horses there and good combinations. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So off of our list, why don't we go back and forth, and then we'll pick our team, and then we'll talk about a couple of individual people that sort of, are interesting to maybe remark upon. So, do you want me to go on my 1-star ride first?
Go for it. What do you think it's going to be?
Well, I'm going actually a little bit like usual. I'm taking a little bit of a different approach. I'm taking Dasha, and I can't pronounce your last name, Dasha, and you know what? That's because you're from Russia. But she's riding a horse called DB Cooper. She bought off of me last year, and I sold it, and I honestly thought it was a huge mistake to sell. It's one of the best horses I've sat on. It is a beautiful on the flat,
Dasha,
great jumper.
You paid way too much money for it.
You definitely didn't pay too much money for it, because I thought it actually was going to be able to carry me around. So you should do great on it. And so I've got her.
If it did, then you should have paid more.
I've got it on for my 1-star pick. The 1-star is hard because there's such a huge number of horses, and you don't actually have enough of a history on a lot of them. But I see you picked a good one.
Yeah, I picked Liz Halliday Sharp on Ella Rona. I think that's gone quite well. I quite like the mare that I'm riding of Andreas. That also has Rona in it. I don't know how to say the rest of it, but we call her Prim. But I'm way too superstitious to pick myself. But so come on, Liz. I hope you're second.
I actually had you picked on the other one, but I just couldn't stomach the idea of putting you on another team. So I'm going with someone completely different.
It worked out all right for you last time.
It worked out all right,
but the only one you got even closer.
But I feel like when you're on a team, maybe it's just going to bring the mojo down across the board. So
I might not show up if Andre's due to have a baby.
That was one of our concerns, actually.
So which is why we're doing this show in the present state that we are.
Yeah.
You all dressed up nicely and me looking like I have to work for a living.
Yeah, well, we are jamming together. We're going to have another show this week, hopefully. We are trying to put a bunch of stuff together so that we can cover this next little bit, because we are really busy with this the next sort of 3 weeks. Andrea more than us. But so why don't you do your 2-star pick?
My 2-star pick is about as sure a thing as I think there is. You know, if there's a guarantee, this is it. Hannah Sue Burnett with Cooley Dream. Smurf's been on the team of mine. We're going to be in the team in the Adventures Grand Prix on Tuesday. Cooley Dream is a really nice horse, and Hannah rides great. She's a great friend, and she's going to win.
Yeah, she's really competitive, and I actually, again, I saw that one. I was like, oh, that should be who I chose, and I already actually sort of looked at them and made a pick. I'm going with Clayton Fredericks on Bowman in the 2-star. He had a great performance last year at Richland. The horse has been jumping really well, and I do think originally I thought that was a little bit the issue with it. And I think Clayton is one that he'll definitely go for it. He's got an owner to answer to now, a Canadian couple. So I think it'll be really it'll be good. And I'm gonna put my money on Clayton getting that done. Hopefully he actually puts his work in this week. Although I think he's a little busy with some other stuff as well. So
yeah, I mean Clayton's a very good pick. I also have Philip Dutton with Indian Mill.
Okay, but that's going to be your 4th floater, right?
Yeah, but still in 2-star.
Okay, yeah, all right, go.
You said we were talking about a 2-star, didn't we? All right. Philip just got this horse. It was a 4-star horse from Paul Tapner. Very good, apparently, in the dressage. Good cross country. In the show jumping is apparently its weak link, but I'm sure Philip will have that sorted out, especially at the 2-star level. I think that he'll have a good go, and might finish right behind Hannah.
Right, well, so then I guess my floater is also in the 2-star. I'm going with Matt Flynn on Get Lucky. It's not the most experienced at this level yet, but Matt's a really good rider, and I think he's going to try to show up and be competitive, and that horse has been scoring really well at the horse trial, so I think hopefully under the FEI, the judges will see the same thing that the horse trial judges are going to see. And it is a lovely horse.
Yeah, I don't know the horse, but I have seen anything quite well, so good luck to you.
Yeah. All right, and then the 3-star I'll go, I'm going with Lauren Kiefer and Meadowbrook Scarlet. Lauren's got 3 horses there. She's obviously a great competitor. I think this one is just going to be a little bit sharper at this level. I don't know that it's quite going to do the same when you go up one, but I think in this format at this level it's going to be really quite good. So that's my 4th.
My pick is Maya Black and Doesn't Play Fair.
That's my other one.
She won the 3-star at Plantation a couple of years ago. It's a very nice horse. Maya is a very good rider. I'm not exactly sure what's going on of late. I haven't seen them out too often, but it's it obviously won the big Plantation 3-star a couple of years ago. So hopefully it'll come back to form and pick me up a win, which is much needed.
It did seem to sort of fall off the radar a little bit, and it was looking really strong there. And the one thing is she really does put 3 phases together, and she is, from what I remember, super fast on cross country, which I think they've got to be able to tear it up out there.
Yeah, you need a quick, nippy horse at Red Hills, and one that doesn't get too wound up and all that stuff. And so, we'll see how we get on.
Yeah, we got a new course designer at Red Hills this year. I think. I'm not actually. I'm going. I'm teaching a clinic instead this weekend, trying to earn some money. But it's Mike Etherington-Smith, who my feeling is he's the best course designer in the world. I think he understands whatever terrain he faces. He makes a course very specific to it. So I think it's going to be really cool to see how it comes off. I might drive. I'm driving past there to get to my clinic. I might drop off and walk a course with a couple of students that are riding there, because I'm just really curious to see how it looks. Obviously now they're not jumping on grass there anymore. They've got a proper surface. It's level and it's consistent, which I do think on the doing show jumping after cross country, I think it makes a big difference to be able to say exactly how your horse is going to perform to a better standard anyways.
And I think they've taken out the water jump that was in the middle of the dressage ring, so that's probably going to be helpful. It is a little nerve-wracking in that now they've changed. This is the 3rd course designer in however many years, and sometimes it's not always the course designer's fault. It's a tough piece of property to have a 3-star. It's not very big. but if anybody can do it, Mike can do it, and you know, hopefully give us a good competition. The event, Red Hills, is exactly what all the competitors and the owners want. I mean, gets all the spectators, all the sponsors, the excitement. So hopefully we can deliver a good show. At the end of the day, that's what we're there for.
Yeah, and I think it's certainly the first event of the year, I guess, that when you go to it as a spectator, you feel like you're at one of the big shows, and it's the one that the owners want to go to. All the students always want to go to it. Part of the reason we're not going this year is the Canadians, for some reason, have put it as a not one that the selectors are going to look at. They're going to look at Carolina for us, so we kind of had to do a little bit of reworking for that purpose. But I did think that was a little strange, though, because it's got such a great environment when you're there, as for the feel for the horses.
Sorry. I was just going to say, sort of a sentimental pick this weekend is Natalia Neneman, who sadly lost her dad, Jay Grmankin, a couple of days ago, and Jay was a great friend of all of ours here in eventing. Natalia's worked for me for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, and had a great run at Ocala on both of her horses, and it was great for Jay to be here and be able to see it. And he sadly passed away the other day, and obviously thinking of Nat, and but she's going to be back, and my job is to have the horses ready. She's having to deal with the funeral and all that stuff, but she'll be back to ride on Tuesday, and she said that her dad would want her to be riding at Red Hills, so she'll be riding for her dad. And Jay had MS, and he was hoping that people, instead of sending flowers, would send had any inkling to make a donation to the Utah chapter of the MS Society in Jay Grmankin's name. That would be much appreciated. Everybody that knew Jay, loved Jay. He was so proud of his daughter, and as am I, who my barn would not work without Natalia and all the stuff that she does. So hopefully her horses will go great this weekend, and everybody give her a cheer as she goes by this weekend, because she deserves it.
Yeah, and the thing with Natalia is, I think she is, if you were a parent, she would be, you know, if you were a parent, you're going to be proud of raising her as a daughter. She's always got a smile on her face. She handles disappointment great. She handles it when she's successful great. Wonderful personality. And she's been around him this long, and he hasn't managed to ruin her. And whenever Jay was there, he was, I mean, he'd be floating around, and he'd follow her around. You could just see the joy in his eyes with it. And so, really sorry for your loss, Natalia. And we hope you all, again, we're trying to help other things here. We're trying to draw other stuff together. So hopefully you'll donate something to the MS Society if you haven't already done so, to your local one. But it'd be nice to see, you know, some jump up from our community to a different community, because he was very involved in that chapter. It is an Olympic year, so obviously we've talked about that being kind of special to look at some of the horses that are running at these events. I think that there's obviously quite a few that are going there that are looking at contending for the Olympics. I made a couple of picks here, not thinking of the Olympics necessarily, but horses I thought would be interesting, riders I thought would be interesting to look at. I got to say, Harbor Pilot with Hannah Sue. It's back, I think this is his first advance since Burley a few years ago when he got hurt. And I mean, it's great. It's a pleasure to watch that horse. She's such a fantastic rider, so it's really great to watch her go. But when you're out there watching that, that's about as classy a horse, I think, that has been raised in this country. So please, give her a cheer out there, because the horse is really happy to be back out there watching him run around the prelims, intermediates this year to get there. So it's really exciting for this country, I think, to have him back in play, because it's a proper one.
The other one that's kind of exciting is Sarah Dunkerton. As all of us in eventing know, these events go way better when Rick Dunkerton's involved. He's such a great organizer, and I know Sarah is stepping up to the 3-star level for the first time with her gray horse that she started herself, and I've been fortunate enough to help her a little bit this winter, and she's a great girl, a great rider, and has done a terrific job with this little horse that's not easy. And it's exciting to see new talented people coming on the stage, and you know, she'll be one to watch for the future.
Yeah, she is a real class rider. Like I've watched her for years because obviously we all know Rick, and they've got a pretty large family. They all work hard at it, but when you know, I've watched her on it. She had a chestnut horse, I think. Well, she's had a bunch of horses, but she had a chestnut horse before this, and she always was really interesting to watch because she rode so well on it. And it just is nice to see her finally making that step up, because I know she's been sort of scratching at that door for a little while. So that'll be kind of fun, yeah. The other one I thought that was interesting is Alyssa Wallace is running there. It's her father lives in the area. He'll think he's riding the bloody competition. If she does well, it'll all be due to him. Rick is a really enthusiastic parent, really enthusiastic trainer, and the horse she's riding, Simply Priceless. It came from Australia quite a few years ago, and she's just done a great job bringing it to it'd been at the level, but bringing it back from an injury and putting a lot of good time in there. She's a really good rider to watch, and a great up and coming rider that probably, when I've watched her over the years, has lacked the support that a rider like that you'd think should receive. But it's starting to come together. She does a lot of the Mustang training, which I always think I can't add any more horses to my roster, and I sure as heck wouldn't add anything like that to it if I was going to. But she does really well with it, and she seems to really love it. So I think one of them's going prelim now, and she does some really cool training with them. Like they roll over and she sits on their belly and things, and I think,
oh, that's training.
That's training.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I can have them roll over.
Not after the jump.
But they usually sit on my belly. That's the problem. But that's training. I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, so she went to England last year, which she's been a long time sort of coming back to the level because she'd lost a couple of horses to some injuries, and I just think it's really cool to watch her ride because she's really determined, and Johnny's a heck of a horse, so he's fun to watch, and I think it's kind of cool to see the somewhat local talents ride at their bigger events as well.
Yeah, and then speaking of local sort of people stepping up, Allie Knowles has got a new place in Lexington, Kentucky that she's really excited about, and some people that are behind her and supporting her with some horses. And we've really been working hard with the Dark Mark this winter, and it'll be interesting to see how he steps back up to the 3-star level. He went very well at the advanced here, but she's been working very hard with him. He's not the easiest horse. He's a little bit unique, but we'll see how it goes. But Allie's been riding great, and big exciting things in her future, I think.
It's a really nice horse.
Yeah.
I mean, I see her trotting around. I mean, you kind of are always in the war-ups. You see these horses, and whenever you see a good rider like that on one that's fancy, you're always a little bit threatened.
You're thinking of the other one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is this? This
is
big
really
dark horse,
big one.
isn't it?
Yeah. He's a really nice horse too.
Well,
but the other one is really good.
No, but I look at this one because I'm like, well, that would fit me almost.
Yeah.
A couple more pounds off, maybe.
It wouldn't look so big anyway.
No, big look like. I'm gonna get a saddle pad for my horses that says objects under this saddle are larger than they appear, because everything looks like a play. Everybody always walks up and goes, "Oh my God, it's so much bigger than I thought it was."
It's funny. I always get the other. Oh, I thought you were way bigger than you are. Oh well.
The one other one I think if you're there that you want to watch is Daisy Trayford on Normandy Soldier. That'll be the fastest round of the weekend. That horse doesn't really love to go without a little bit of speed behind him, and Daisy seems to not mind that at all. And it is, I mean, she will go blistering around that. And the other thing with Daisy is she has about as much fun as anybody when she's actually when it's going well. When it's going poorly, she deals with it well, but she'll have a smile on her face ear to ear, and it's really cool to watch. I mean, to watch her go. She's moved over from England a couple of years ago. You'll know her trailer because it has more stickers and decals on the side of it than any other trailer in the parking lot. She actually gave me one this morning. She was like, "Oh, I got a present for him," and I just jokingly was like, "Well, is it a sticker for my trailer?" Because I've got like nothing on mine. She's like, "It is." So anyways, I'll put that on there for Daisy, but it's a fun, it's kind of a fun combination to watch. You'll notice all the ones I talked about, I really am just sort of looking at people, and Buck's only talking about ones that he's actually seen at his farm because he's never actually watched anything else.
Only the ones coming back without a rider, and then in the warm-up or when I'm walking back off the course watching somebody go. So
right.
We have a little different perspective, but we're excited for Red Hills. It's going to be a great weekend. I think the weather's going to be good, and
one other thing this week, and this is cool because you guys will be able to pull it up because it's on that internet thing somewhere out there. The Nations Cup for show jumping on Tuesday. Is that what it's called?
The Inventing Grand Prix.
Inventing Grand Prix. And that's kind of, I mean, it's really cool. They do a great job over at Scotty Keach's. They put on
2 o'clock on Tuesday. Everybody's welcome. There's food. There's music.
And the world can watch it. It's live on, because last year it was live. I know that on online.
It is live online. I don't have any idea how you look at it. But
we'll have some. There'll be a little something right here between my fingers if my tech person can follow my fingers. But if you look right here, it will be online. Don't look right there. It'll be online and
nothing to see anyway.
You should pull it up. You should pull up. Yeah, me and Donald Trump. And for all you Donald Trump supporters, I'm so disappointed. It's like watching...
Oh, here we go. We're getting into political things.
I know. They're all bad choices, but really it's like watching 6-year-olds argue.
It's good TV, though.
It is.
Have you ever seen presidents argue about hand sizes?
No.
I mean, that is important.
I think
that is going to save the world.
Venezuela, Iran, places like that.
I'm going to put up a wall.
We better step away from the political stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Next will be religion. Anyways, go online and watch that because it's really fun. The course is big and it's really well put together. And you're riding in it, right?
I am.
What are you riding?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
No, I've got 3. I have some good show jumpers in my barn. Reggie comes to mind. Petite Flowers, a good one, and Tiger Lion.
That one is unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah, so...
maybe I could borrow that one and I'll leave mine at home.
We can talk.
Yeah, no.
Your money's green, I'll listen.
No, mine are more rideable than that, so I don't think I'll do well on it. Yeah, because I think I was going to go, I got 3, but I was thinking of choosing between 2 of them, but I think I'm going to take the Cooley horse there and jump him around. He was good there last year, but I jumped clear, but I had time penalties because I am slow and old.
You had time penalties?
It's weird, I know.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
I didn't. I knocked
the two horses in front of me were eliminated. One got eliminated, one had 2 stops, and mine was really green at the level. I was like, oh God, I didn't even realize the time was at all tight. And so I started taking these big wide turns to get them straight to the fence, and I won't be doing that this year. I've been working on speed. I'm going like novice speed now.
I was .0 something over, so I had 1 time fault.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is not a lot of fun.
No.
To have that, No. And I thought I was going really fast.
Did you?
Yeah. I thought I should have got the style award. I thought I should have got everything.
Well,
you
should have gotten the groom award anyways.
Yeah, exactly. But I did buy a table, so maybe I could sweeten up the judges.
Yeah.
So.
So we're obviously showing here, and I just recognize that we have a rivalry feed company. Buck's got his KER shirt on. I got my Purina shirt on, and this is simply by chance. Buck's competing, obviously just got off cross country with his, and I'm about to go get on and probably embarrass some people in show jumping.
Well, the KER horses all went clean.
Oh, good.
So good luck for him.
I think we better step away from the political, the religion, and maybe the feed company. But if you're looking for the best feed company, I can recommend one.
KER right here.
Well, I have chickens to feed as well, so I'm lucky because Purina feeds my chickens as well.
Yeah, I don't have chickens.
And I'm getting like out of
I'm about to have a baby,
Get this, I'm getting out of 2 hands. I'm getting 2 hands. I had 4 eggs the other day. One day, 4 eggs. That's quite something. You should know because your dad has chickens. I was talking to him about chickens.
Yeah, but we never got them until there was all of a sudden like buckets of them, and then it was like we having eggs for the next month.
Did you do egg fights?
No, lots of other fights.
My brother and I used to have egg fights because we raised chickens for a while. It was like we'd take a flat of eggs and then they hurt.
No, like the birds were like off limits. I mean, those things were like way more important than me or my sister.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I've met you, so my chickens are more important than him as well. Anyways, so tune in for our next one because we are going to try and come out with another one this week, and maybe we should do it at Scotty's, and we can talk about how I was incredible and won the whole thing or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be a short show.
Yeah, because Buck won't want to talk about it. I'll go over for a lesson from him, and he'll start talking about it.
If I don't win, I won't be there.
All right. Well, tune in for our next show, and thanks for all the fan mail and stuff. We're really excited to have you guys actually liking this.
Thanks, guys.